What's up, everybody? It's your boy Chauncy True Talon, and this is my first talk. I don't know what to call it, but let's do this. Got a few things I want to talk about. First off, the Windows 10 thing. I didn't watch it. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not really interested in it. What's one thing I think is pretty awesome about the thing that I've read about it is that the Xbox One will basically have remote play. Well, you can stream your Xbox One to your PC or tablet, any tablet with DirectX 12. But I don't see what's the point. You can, besides getting 60 frames per second and run at 1080p, which the Xbox One is running at 30. What is it? No, it can run at 60 frames per second, but it's at 900p, which is high definition. But I believe the high definition is set as a PAL. I think that's PAL, the PAL, because NTSC is 1080p before you hit 4K and all that stuff. But I ain't nothing big about that. I'm not really worried about that. But what I do want to talk about is what Phil Spencer wearing, that guy in the middle. He's wearing Battletoads shirt. Well, I kind of signify Battletoads, the NES game that has so much rave. It's fun. It also costs a ton of cussing. I played the arcade game as a kid, not that many times, but the arcade game had all three characters at one time. With NES, only you have two. You can play as Rad. The character's name is Rash, Zit, and Pimple. I think Rash is the one who had the cool glasses. But anyway, in the cartoon, they had a cartoon. Battletoads had a cartoon. They only had one episode, but it never really went far. Didn't get picked up. It was all about the jelly donuts. If you did watch that cartoon, it was about the jelly donuts. That was the whole joke about it. But to be honest, I don't want to see another Battletoads unless it's like a Xbox Live arcade game. Unless it's an arcade game, I don't want to see a revamped version of it because it's gonna be like because right now beat 'em ups are set up for Dynasty Warrior type games, and Dynasty Warrior type games to me are ass. They're boring. You can say repetition. Like I always say, they're repetitive in my eyes because I get tired of doing the repetition motion, and I feel like I'm not progressing anything. But it only, like I said, repetitiveness is only when you hate doing the repetition of anything. So if you got to do 10 push-ups and you hate it, you consider it repetitive. If you got to in Street Fighter, jump, roundhouse, crouching forward, DP 30 times for muscle memory. You get tired of that stuff, your repetition becomes repetitiveness. Me, Battletoads is a great. It's a great. It's one of those nostalgic things that I don't want to get brought into the thing to modern day. Like the French Toast Crunch. I had my nostalgia of that where it was a good cereal. I bought a box and it's like, pfft. That's what I feel about Battletoads. Battletoads made me angry. I hate the game. I have a copy of the game right now. I don't play the game because I remember as a kid it pissed me off, and that's what made it fun. I always played it. Battletoads Double Dragon, the crossover for Genesis. Also, I had that, and it was fun. But I hate it because I always got beat up, and it made me. It's one of those games that love-hate relationship. We also know, before I move on to the next subject, we also know that Phil loves to drop hints on things. So if he wears a t-shirt, that usually tell you that he's working on it. He had a Crackdown t-shirt a few years ago, and Crackdown 3 was announced at E3 later on that year. But anyways, if Battletoads do get released, I will check it out. Do I want it to be released? No, I just want the damn shirt. Call it a day. I don't think people will understand how people my age, I'm pretty old, not that old, but I'm old enough, how Battletoad is significant to us as being a piss off game, but to re-release the reboot a game or a series to a direction that we don't really know, that a lot of people are speculating that it might be any type, it might just be revamped or anything. It's kind of bullshit because I don't want to play that shit. Real talk, I will go to your cousin's house who had that shit and fuck with you on that and try to get the achievement points by let me locking into that shit. Yeah, the deal. Next. Oh yeah, Alien Isolation. That fun. Oh shit, yeah, we don't worry about that. Alien Isolation. That game I just shipped. Was it shipped or sold a million? I believe it sold a million copies. A million copies for a game that scared the shit out of you. If you ever watched my playthrough of that game, I was scared as shit. Like, yo, straight up scared. That bitch got killed a lot of times because I sucked at that game. I'm horrible at survival horrors. I tried. I don't understand what the fuck I'm doing. But that shit was great. The game was great. I just can't fuck with it. I wish more people fucked with the game because they read the IGN review and said the game was trash. The motherfuckers probably was the same motherfucker like me that got their ass fucked up and got beat. But shouts out to Sega for shipping or selling. What I really want to say is sell. They sold. Yeah, they sold 1 million. Yeah, Alien Isolation, 1 million sold. So I'm gonna read this article from Joystick, what they have posted about this. But Aliens, publisher, Sega, and developer Creative Assembly are indirectly responsible for one hell of a laundry bill, as it was announced today that Alien Isolation has officially sold 1 million copies worldwide, accounting for at least 1 million players and factoring in regular session with Alien Isolation precision engineering terror. We're talking millions of soiled undergarments. We're not aware of any spikes in detergent sales, but it seems like a given. Look, this shit scared the shit out of me. I don't give a fuck. I shut the fuck up when the alien showed up. I was like, oh shit. And I ain't moving. I shut the fuck up. Like, shut the fuck up. So, they shots out to them, to Sega for giving it a second chance. You know what I'm saying? Because, damn, sometimes that shit, some games just are not meant to be, you know what I'm saying? They're just not meant to be. Like, they come out and they like straight up whack, but, it's whatever, you know what I'm saying? You won't see me buy that motherfucking game again. I didn't even buy it. I rented that bitch. I might play it through, but shit, I ain't buying that bitch. Unless maybe like $4. But anywho, let's get to the next story. Yeah, I just dropped this bitch. I know what it is. This game. This motherfucker. Game of Thrones. New trailer will be tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific time, which sucks because I'm on the East Coast and I'll be at work. So that's like 10 a.m. Pacific. That's like 1 to 3 hours. That's 1 o'clock. I probably won't even be on a fucking break. I probably just got off a break. So I can't watch that shit. But IGN announced that Telltale Games made an announcement today via their official trailer account called The Lost Lords. This marks the second of 6 episodes in Telltale's episodic adventure game series based on the HBO show Game of Thrones and Arthur George R.R. Martin's fantasy series A Song of Ice and Fire. I'm geeked. But I'm geeked about the trailer. I'm not even really geeked about the trailer. I'm just a Game of Thrones guy. I love the show. Show's awesome. It took a while for it to pick up. Like after the second season, that's when I really got into it. Didn't watch the fourth or fifth season, into the fifth season, but I got really into it. But just the thing, I pray that Telltale fucking fix the damn game from looking like muddy fucking waters. That shit look like you know when kids are trying to paint. I like a little blue right here, a little black right here, a little brown right here. All the smear around. That shit was smeared up all everywhere. Shit was ugly looking in the background. Like your character will look fantastic. Like the character models will look fantastic. Like when they're talking. But in the background, this shit got jagged. The colors like was merging in. I stopped when I was streaming the game. I had to stop the game, and like I stopped the game. Thought it was something with the system. I thought something was wrong with my processor, my computer, and my computer sucks. But I can local record shit and all that stuff. That's how I'm doing this right now. But the game looked so fucking muddy that I thought that my equipment was the one that fucked up. But when I asked a few people, uh, I was asking people online and then in forums like NeoGAF and about the background, and everybody said, yo, they thought they was pretty muddy and stuff. Also DSP announced how ugly the game looked on his comparison between from Borderlands and the Game of Thrones Telltale game. So I'm geeked. I'm geeked about for the trailer because I'm a fan. But man, please fix that shit because that bitch was ugly looking. It was just ugly. It was just ugly as fuck. So next up, Battlefield Hardline. Xbox One get first crack at Battlefield Hardline thanks to EA Access. This is what Polygon.com posted. Article states Battlefield official Twitter account sent out a friendly reminder over the weekend that Battlefield Hardline, due to the launch mid-March, will be offered on EA Access. That means Xbox One owners will get a 4-day head start on the game, thanks to the preview program EA Access offer. Previews are limited to 6-hour gameplay over a 4-day span, though any save or other files generated are unusable when the full title launch. The preview is free through EA Access itself, costing $30 per year or $5 per month, which is a fantastic buy. Let's stop right there. $30 for the year or $5 per month. If you do 5 times 12, that is $60. You pay $30 for that fucking year. Don't even care how horrible the game is. Shit, you buy double cheese. Some motherfuckers buy double cheeseburger from McDonald's. Don't even feel full off of that shit. You could have made the hot burger when you got to the house. Buy a pack of smokes or them damn 211 drinks. That's nasty as fuck. Them still reserved malt liquor, so you can get that quick fix. Drop 30 on food and not even know where the fuck the food went. But for $30 for access on this shit on the Xbox One, you can't beat that. But back to the article. Battlefield Hardline full release on the PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Windows PC, Xbox 360, and Xbox One is scheduled for March 17th. Originally planned for a fall launch, visceral cops and robbers take on the Battlefield franchise was pushed from fall 2014 to the spring for polish and improvement. EA last week announced Battlefield Hardline will be getting another open beta, though it didn't give specific dates. Alright. That's a pretty awesome deal. You know. You get the game, you get to try the game 4 days before it. Nothing carry over, so you get a quick feel on the game. And it's not like what Ubisoft did with the crew, saying it was a beta, but the game was released in 2 days with the crew, which was dumb as fuck. Oh, yo, you're playing the beta, it's an open beta, but 2 days later, the fucking game drops. People get that beta beta shit out the fucking window. That's a fucking demo. The game is ready. You can't polish that quick when you already shipped the fucking game out. And I could have bought the game. I had a chance to buy the game before it was released, but I didn't do it because for some odd reason, I didn't want to screw over a few people that had the game. Screw a few people over that sold me the game at their job, potentially getting them fired or something like that, because I've worked at a retail and I knew a few people that got fired off of that for selling the game early without realizing it. But back to the Battlefield. This is basically the real game 4 days before launch. I'm pretty sure it might be a build before the game, but you get a good feel on it. The only thing I have a gripe about this game is that Battlefield Hardline look like a fucking computer mod for Battlefield fucking 3 for cops and fucking robbers. Oh, let's play capture the flag. Put a fucking money in the motherfucking thing. Who got the skins for the capture the flag cops and robbers edition? That's what the shit looked like to me. I don't see nothing dope about it besides motherfuckers is playing cops and robbers and about to drop $60 for this shit. If that floats your fucking boat, let that boat sail to the motherfucker Bermuda Triangle and don't bring your punk ass back over here. I just can't fuck with that shit. That's just some people. People love that game. I just can't fuck with this shit. Shit look like you charging me $60 fucking to play a fucking mod that was probably free on PC, off rip from a bunch of people who got tired of playing Team Fortress 2 and make Counter-Strike off that shit. That's what this shit looked like to me. People got tired of playing Battlefield 3, 4, wherever the fuck it is, and wanted to play like something like Counter-Strike and just mod that shit over. So shit, I thought when I seen the E3 trailer, I was geeked. I'm not gonna lie, I got geeked because the shit looked dope. But when I seen a fucking gameplay of this shit, that shit looked whack as hell. It looked like a fucking mod to me. That's why they said on The Simpsons, the movie game, show more game footage, stop showing fucking trailers, stop teasing me. And that's the truth. I can't fucks with that shit. But kudos to EA doing that with the EA access. If I had an Xbox One, I would do that. If PlayStation had that shit on their system, I would drop $30 to play EA games for free like that. That's pretty cool. That's a good deal. Where we at? Moving along. Now to the final thing that I'm about to talk about. This Evo 2015 games, fucking amazing. Some people's pissed. You can't please everybody, and I understand that. But Mr. Wizard was on Twitch, went to the Twitch studios and hung out with Mike Ross. I did not watch that. Pretty sad that I didn't watch that, but hell, it's on the fucking internet and I can watch this shit whenever I please. Announced the games for Evo 2015, which is pretty cool. You already got your mainstay, and we already know, I'm pretty sure you can tell that Ultra Street Fighter 4 was going to be there, and Ultimate Marvel's Capcom 3 is going to be there. I had a feeling the Smash was showing up, but we didn't know what Smash. Some people felt that Guilty Gear might show up, but BlazBlue had a fantastic top 8 last year. It was amazing. It was just awesome. Straight fucking awesome. Had an awesome top 8. That might have returned. They had Killer Instinct, It had its viewers, but wasn't a big hit like everybody thought. But it did have, I believe, 500 entries last year. I'm going to look that up right now. Evo 2k14 entries. I'm going to look that up right now. How many people entered the tournaments? I want to say, okay, I want to say Killer Instinct did have. How many people enter for Evo? I want to say Killer Instinct did have. What's his name? Had 500. One of the numbers was released. Alright, so here it is right here. So the last year rundown for this. Okay, let's look at it like this. Okay, we're gonna go bottom to top from the Evo 2k14 numbers. Last year, how many games was there last year? 8 games last year. And from the bottom, Tekken Tag Tournament 2 had 257 entries. Injustice got Among Us, 311. King of Fighter 13, 319. Shout out to Ronaldo for winning that. That was amazing. Killer Instinct had 338. BlazBlue, Chrono Phantasm, I call it BBCP, had 508. That's who had the 508. Then Super Smash Brothers Melee had 970. Then Marvel's Capcom 3, 1014. And then Ultra Street Fighter 4 had 1979, almost 2K. Double the amount of that closest runner. And that is Marvel's Capcom 3. And if you add up everything, you can add up from BlazBlue, Killer Instinct, the bottom 4 games, and it looks like they barely or that close to equal the amount of Street Fighter 4. But so that's pretty cool. You can understand where they're going on. But this year we have Tekken 7 taking over Tekken Tag 2 because of the numbers. It will be the arcade version, from what I heard. It will be cabinets too. Then we have Super Smash Bros. Melee coming back, which had 970. Then we have Persona 4 Arena Ultimate Max, which was a side game last year. It was a side game. It was at the tournament, but it was a side game. It didn't have no stream time, mainstay stream. Then Mortal Kombat Axis, which is taking over Injustice, got Among Us. Also, Mortal Kombat 9 was there also, and it was a side game. Shout out to Sonic Fox for winning that. I believe Sonic Fox won that DOA and took top 3 at no, he took Injustice, DOA, and got top 3 at top 8 at Mortal Kombat and what's that shit? Skullgirls. Very nice. Then we have Killer Instinct, which I hope we get to see some CD Junior crazy shit. Cause that man is a phenomenal guy that play that shit. Just like I'd like to see him and Justin go at it for grand finals. And then we have Guilty Gear Exorcise, which is taking over BlazBlue, Chrono Phantasm, which a lot of people are pissed that BlazBlue is not there, but you have to look at it. When Guilty Gear stopped receiving the support, they made BlazBlue as an alternative to revamp, to get the people who used to play Guilty Gear to join over and to get new players to the series. Because when I first played Guilty Gear, I didn't understand this shit and didn't want to play it because this shit it seemed a little too hard to me. Because I didn't understand the whole dust, the homing, and all that shit. Like, in the 5-button layout. Because it never had my arcade. My arcade died out before that shit came out. Then we have, moving along, we have Super Smash Bros. Wii U, which is doing numbers. I believe the Apex tournament, Apex 2015, which is Apex is the number one Smash Brother tournament. It's the largest Smash Brother tournament, and I believe they're at they're like every pot nearly $11,000 in pot bonus. So Smash's obvious focus here, one that definitely increased by the partnership with Nintendo, and nearly $11,000 in pot bonus will be spread across among all the games. Uh, they have that's a lot of money to be spread around games. Where, yeah, and I heard Spooky announced that like I think what 800 people has signed up for Super Smash Wii U, which is crazy. That is phenomenal numbers. Phenomenal numbers. Then we get the return of Marvel's Capcom 3. This is going to be awesome because Chris G has not won at Evo. And I believe Chris G wants it really bad. But Justin wanted to keep the belt. And we have not had a two-time champion in Marvel vs. Capcom yet. So we're ready for that. I want to know if we're going to have it. Then Ultra Street Fighter 4 is coming out for the last game. And it's the newest version, so that's going to be a lot of things fixed. And it's going to be awesome. I hope that shit get toe up from the floor up where players is just going ape shit on that. Now, a lot of people have asked me, because I play a lot of fighting games, do I believe the PS4 will be the console of choice? Because I haven't heard anything of what console they're using. Before, like, Ultra Street Fighter 4, like, they say, well, PS4 will be the Ultra Street Fighter 4 pick. And I've said, and I look at it like, no, they're going to go 360 for Ultra Street Fighter 4 and Ultimate Marvel's Capcom 3. And the reason why, maybe P4, Persona 4 also, the reason why they're going like that, because there's too many people with arcade sticks for the last gen, the 360 and the PS3 than they have for the PS4 and Xbox One. So I believe Guilty Gear will be on the PS3, 720 frames, 720 with 60 frames per second. So people can all adjust to the right timing, because nobody has a PS4 sticks are scarce right now. I don't have one, and Mortal Kombat X will be a toss up between the PS4 and the 360. I'm pretty sure they're going to determine, and we already know Killer Instinct will be on the Xbox One because it's a console exclusive, and Melee will have Wii U. Will be on the Wii and Smash Bros. Wii U. I believe Wii U. I don't know what they're gonna do, because if you ever been to a major, you can't play with wireless controllers. You must have your controller plugged in. So, no. I want to know what they're gonna do. They probably want to have the port thing right there for them, for the GameCube controllers, because if diehard Smash Bros. Players, they already have that shit on lock. But I'm pretty geeked for the Evo lineup. So, quick rundown. We have Phil and Battletoads talking crazy, having a good old time. Then we have the good old Alien Isolation doing the thing. We're selling 1 million copies. That shit scared the shit out of me. Good game. It made me so happy. It was pretty awesome. That shit scared the shit out of me. And I'm hats off to Sega and Creative Assembly for putting out a fantastic game that scared the shit out of me. That made me quit. And I said it. This game's too scary for me to fuck with it. Look out for the Game of Thrones trailer, which I recorded this at 11:21, which should be out at 11. Should be out in the morning time for you guys at 10 a.m. Pacific time on January 22nd. Then we have the Battlefield Hardline with EA, where EA Access is given out 4 days early. We'll have this game out 4 days early for Xbox One users, but only up to 6 hours of gameplay. And if you have Xbox One, I highly suggest just dropping $5 just to play this before the game comes out. That's $5. A combo meal of fries. You can buy your ramen after that, your oodles and noodle package after that, and then the big Evo 2k15 lineup for the game. This is your boy Chauncy True Talon. I have not decided a title for this little shindig of me talking shit. But I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will find something later on in life, because if I can't figure out a title, this will really suck. I wouldn't have nothing to play it in the list. So y'all know what it is. It's your boy Chauncy True Talon, telling you be cool, stay smooth, and enjoy yourself. D-Rugs is not good, and drinking and driving is only sociable when you're not the designated driver. Stroke.